beginning of the movie, did you think he was gonna get killed? Well,
really?
No, not really. I mean, the beginning of the movie is No Time to Die. Oh!
Oh!
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today's reaction comes from Screen Rant. This is the No Time to Die pitch meeting. And what I will say, not to give away too much, was the final movie to feature Daniel Craig as James Bond. And also, this was very, very long. But so was it too long? That's the big question. But we're going to let Ryan get into that. I will chime in wherever I can, try not to talk over him too much. But I will give my overall opinion on the movie at the very end. But before we get into it though, if you haven't already, please go over and support Screen Rant and Ryan George's channels. I'll leave both of those links along with a link to the original video in the description. And I want to thank you guys for deciding to check out this reaction. Really do appreciate it. But if you are new, I put out reactions every single day for stuff that's funny, scary, trailers, anime, and just about everything else in between. So that's your sort of thing. It means a world to me if you hit that subscribe button, because not only by doing so would you help to support me, but also give you access to future and past pitch meeting reactions that I've already done. And it's super easy to do, barely an inconvenience. First, go right below this video, give that like button some love, and hit that subscribe button right there. And without any further ado, let go.
So, you have a new James Bond movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called No Time to Die. Death is tough to schedule, so what happens in this one? So Bond is with that Madeline Swan girl, right? But he's still kind of heartbroken over Vesper from Casino Royale. That 23-year-old he knew for a couple of weeks in 2006?
Sure.
That's the one. So he goes to visit her grave, and it explodes. Well, graves do that. Actually, sir, I looked it up, and turns out they rarely do. Oh, good to know. So is Bond okay? Well, I mean, a massive explosion just happened a couple of feet in front of him. So of course he's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, it's the beginning of the movie. Did you think he was gonna get killed? Well,
really?
No, not really. I mean, the beginning of the movie is No Time to Die. Oh!
Oh!
So he's being chased by these Spectre people, and he ends up on this bridge, and bad guys are closing in. Oh boy, gonna be hard to get out of that situation.
Nope.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, because see, this bridge just happens to have tiny walls to hide behind and some wires that double as perfect Tarzan ropes, and also this is a movie where no bad guys know how to aim. Oh, a very helpfully designed bridge. Oh, and also Bond is being chased by this very scary henchman. And what's his deal? Well, he's got a real eye and a fake eye, and he looks like De Niro in Rocky and Bullwinkle. What? So then Bond hears that maybe Madeline set this whole thing up, so he puts her on a train and breaks up with her. Oh, wow. And so then we jump forward multiple years, and Bond is living the retired life in Jamaica. Is he gonna come out of retirement for one last job? He's gonna come out of retirement for one last job. Oh, coming out of retirement for one last job is tight. Yeah, so he gets approached by the CIA to help find this Russian scientist guy who helped develop a bioweapon involving nanobots. Nanobots? Yeah, see, nanobots are these things where if you write nanobots in a script, they can do whatever you want, and you don't really have to explain it. Oh, interesting. And so these ones can kill specific people based on their DNA while being harmless to others. Neat. So then Bond meets this woman, Nomi, who's the new 007 now that he's retired. Oh, there's a new 007. Yeah, because see, that'll make some people very angry on social media, which is fantastic free publicity for the movie. Smart, that's gonna piss some people off. So then Bond goes to Cuba and teams up with this lady Paloma to infiltrate a Spectre party, which is actually a birthday party for Blofeld. Doesn't everybody in Spectre know who Bond is? How can he infiltrate a Spectre event? Yeah, he's like their biggest enemy, but he gets right in. That doesn't raise any red flags. It doesn't, no. And turns out this was a plot to kill him. Yeah, that makes sense. He turns out Blofeld was still running Spectre from inside his MI6 holding cell using a bionic eyeball. What? Yeah, he had a computer eyeball that was never detected and let him transmit and receive information from around the world and didn't need charging or anything like that. How did he get a bionic eye while in custody, and how did no one detect that he had it or that it was transmitting and receiving communications? Those are all very good questions, sir, and I'm glad you asked. Anyway, so then they try to kill Bond with like this nanobot mist, but it turns out that Russian scientist guy reprogrammed it so it kills all the Spectre people instead. Oh, wow. So yeah, now Spectre's been wiped out. Wait, every single member of Spectre from around the world was at that one party in Cuba? That's what we're going with, sir, because this is Daniel Craig's last movie, so we gotta wrap things up, you know? That makes sense. So who's the scientist guy working for anyway? Turns out scientist guy is working for the real bad guy of the movie, this guy Safin. Oh, and what's his deal? Well, his whole family was killed by Mr. White, Madeline's father, who, as you know, worked for Spectre. I definitely remember the specifics of the previous 4 movies. Sure. So as revenge, Safin killed Madeline's mother when Madeline was just a kid.
Very rude.
So now that Madeline is all grown up, they're the same age.
What?
And so Safin killed all those Spectre people as revenge for them having killed his family.
All right, yeah, that motivation makes a lot of sense, but so he did it. He did what he wanted to do.
No, because maybe he loves Madeline because he saved her life when she was a kid.
Oh.
But maybe not.
Okay.
But maybe he wants a family, but maybe not.
Hey.
But one thing's for sure, he definitely wants to commit genocide.
Oh my God.
Oh,
what?
yep.
Why?
Well, check this out. He's evil.
Jeez, yeah, sounds
Yeah.
that way.
So then Bond goes to see Blofeld, who's being held in a comically slow-moving cage, and also Madeline is there.
Oh, and Bond hasn't seen her in years.
That's right, and so then Blofeld ends up dying just because Bond touched him.
Oh.
It turns out that Bond had those nanobots on him, and that killed Blofeld pretty much immediately and off screen.
Just like that, Blofeld is dead.
Gotta wrap it up.
Right.
Sure.
So then Madeline introduces Bond to a 5-year-old girl who's definitely his daughter, and she's like, yeah, this is not your daughter.
Very convincing.
And then Safin kidnaps Madeline and his daughter.
Right, and why?
Because of one of his vague motivations.
Right, that makes sense.
So now Bond and Nomi need to go on this mission to Safin's secret island base.
Oh boy.
And Nomi, she decides to give the 007 number back to Bond.
Oh yeah, switch code names right before the big mission. That's a fun idea.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
might not be a confusing thing to do.
So why did
No.
she give it back to him?
Well, see, the movie's almost over.
Gotcha.
So they head to this island, and there are like pools of acid and poison gardens.
For the nanobots?
Yes.
Okay.
And Nomi's gonna grab that scientist guy, and he says some pretty racist stuff, so she pushes him into some
bit.
acid.
Wow, well, hope they didn't need him for anything.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm sure they wouldn't need the guy that created the bioweapon for
Nah,
anything.
no, it's
So before
fine.
she kills him, she's like, you know what time it is? Time to die.
That's the opposite of the name of the
It
movie.
is.
Sure is, sir. And then Bond is going to kill Robert De Niro from Rocky and Bullwinkle by exploding his bionic eye with an EMP watch.
Nice.
And so eventually Bond and Safin get into a conversation, and Safin is like, you know, we're not so different, you and I.
Oh man, villains love telling heroes
They
how they're
sure
not
do.
so different from each other.
Oh yeah, they can't get enough of saying that. So then they shoot each other, and Safin poisons Bond.
With nanobots?
With nanobots, and these ones are specifically designed to kill Madeline and his daughter if he touches them.
Oh no, man. Well, I guess he could try using that EMP watch to disable them.
No, he can't do that.
Why not?
Well, because nanobots.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and also Safin was intending on launching this bioweapon and killing millions of people, so the good guys gotta blow up this island.
Oh no.
Sure.
So Bond talks to Madeline, who's safe now, and she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I've decided to stop lying, and this is your daughter.
Oh, so Bond does have a daughter.
He does.
That's very interesting.
right? It adds like a whole new dynamic to the character.
Oh, well, actually, I meant it's interesting because, you know, his balls were absolutely destroyed in Casino Royale.
Oh, yeah, well, they still work.
Yeah, sounds that way.
So anyway, then Bond dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What?
Well, he has to like open some doors so the missiles can get in and blow up the island, and then he just kind of stands there and accepts his fate.
He doesn't even try to get off the island?
Well, no, because of the nanobots, he wouldn't even be able to touch Madeline or his daughter, so...
So there's no reason to
what's the
live.
point?
Because if he gets off the island, he can see them through glass.
Not
Yes.
good enough, so he stands there like, all right, bye.
Oh, I
Oh.
don't know how to feel.
Yeah,
it's
me
definitely gonna be
either.
a weird feeling to see James Bond get, you know, absolutely obliterated, but then in the end credits will be like, James Bond will return.
As a zombie?
No, as a reboot, I imagine. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Who are we going to get
You
to
don't
play
know?
him? What style are we going to go with?
Well, that, sir, is a problem for future us to figure out.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I mean, sometimes when we leave things for future us to figure out, future us drops the ball.
Yeah,
Sure
well,
do.
technically, that's now past us, so.
That's a good point. All right,
Yeah.
good luck, future us.
All right, okay. Craig's James Bond replacement won't be discussed by owners until next year. Oh, good lord. Okay, so where do I even begin with this? Well, I mean, I guess we could start with the good parts. The actors did good with what they were given. The action scenes were fun. I enjoyed those. That's about it for me. The movie felt a bit of a mess at times from the story aspect. I really wish that the main villain, Rami's character, actually did more because he's such a good actor, but he didn't really do too much in the movie. And then, of course, at the end, because this is supposed to be Daniel Craig's swan song for being James Bond, but it didn't really feel satisfying at all. And it's another one of those things. It was just a mess. It didn't really make sense. I I wanted to feel something because, you know, seeing James Bond die, you know, feels like it should feel more impactful, but it really didn't for me. I mean, maybe it did for you. I don't know. Maybe you absolutely love this film, and that's totally fine. But, like, I just... Did I mention this movie was also really, really long? Like, much longer than it should be. Like, I guess that kind of was just the reason of just like, let's get all of these loose ends wrapped up because we're not using Daniel Craig anymore. But again, it felt too long too. So I guess you could say it was okay. It was an average, I guess, James Bond movie. But fix the story and just let the main villain, who is a very talented actor, do more. Please. And make the story make sense. Make the ending make sense. So I can actually feel something for when a main character dies. Oh, anyway, that'll do it for me here. But before I go, though, I would like to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Marvin Espinoza, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Kester, Carnage, Amber K, Minnie Melt, Lauren Davenport, and Rocco Lochisano, and my lone channel member, TMA. All of you guys are so awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. And if you too like to have your name mentioned at the end of each and every one of my videos, plus many other fun goodies, maybe reacting to a past pitch meeting or two, please head on over to patreon.com/DDNReactor. Link will be right there and in the description, or you can head over to my channel page, click that join button there, or go right below this video and click that join button there. And with that being said, comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about No Time to Die? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, want to see past reactions I've done to other pitch meetings? A nice playlist right over there full of them for you. Share this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Ring that notification bell because I put up new videos every single day. And I'll see you guys next time.